Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Up Your Experience podcast. It's me, that Blaze Big Bang guy, and for a second week in a row, we are recording late, and it is my fault. But with me today, I have Boss. Boss, how's it going, man?
How dare you be late? I can't believe you.
Dude, okay, I'm going to take the blame for this, because Bats is going to be upset. All right? Like, this is just the tried and true of what's going on here. And that is, we were supposed to record Sunday night, and I was all about it. And then I just had a stomach bug, plus I was exhausted from taking the kids to like a jump park. And then I was at a birthday party to drive there at the birthday party and drive back for like 5 hours.
Important question.
Yeah.
What is the jump park?
Like a trampoline place, like with all the bunch of trampolines.
Right, but like
yeah.
what's it called?
It's now called Sky Zone. It was Defy, and before that it was Planet Fitness or something like that. Or like P3 Jump Park is what it was called. No, not Planet Fitness. It was P3 Jump Park. That's what it was called. I don't know why I thought Planet Fitness.
I didn't realize that they Planet Fitness rebranded. That's crazy.
Yeah. They got the hookup.
Yeah, there was like a super like big jump park in Arizona that I used to go to when I was a kid. That was like Jump Zone or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I've
like
seen Jump Zone. They have those in Alabama.
Dude. They had like
awesome.
basketball.
Mm-hmm.
They had like the foam pit. Dude, it was awesome.
So here's the deal. Let's talk about this. And because last week I talked about layoffs and companies being ridiculous with money. And this place is insane. So for me, my wife, and Luke and Logan to go, so 4 people, it was going to be $120.
For how many hours?
For 1.5 hours.
Okay.
And what's crazy about
3.
this?
Come on.
What's crazy about this is if I pay for the month, I can go for an hour and a half anytime I want. For a month, it was $90.
Oh, there's no way.
So that's what I did.
You just got the month.
Yeah, because I was like, I'll just cancel it in like 2 weeks and call it a day.
Yeah.
I'm making full use of it. I'm going Saturday morning. I'm going Sunday morning. I'm going next Wednesday morning before we drive to my parents' house for Thanksgiving. I'm getting the use of this.
I mean, it is low-key a good place to exercise.
It is. They have a court, like a basketball court.
Oh, dang.
It's not like full size, but it's and it's not a trampoline, but it's like this air surface. It's really, really cool.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It is it's a cool time. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it other than that. It's like squishy, and it makes me wish that they made a track to run on that was like that, because I would go there.
Oh yeah, be dope.
All right, boss. We gotta talk about something.
Okay.
Warcraft Rumble, dude.
Oh, dude, this game.
It's so good.
It's good.
We're 15K on the guild right now, by the way.
We are. I thought we went over that a little bit. Right? Are we like 16?
Are we? I checked earlier today. It was like 15.8, I think.
Yeah, I think we're probably about at 16 by now.
What's crazy is we hit 10K on like what, Saturday?
Yeah.
And everybody's been grinding, dude. I've quit doing PvE missions. Like I do quests and I do PvP in the dungeon. I'm slamming dungeons right now.
Yeah, I was trying. Dude, I just don't have good enough, like a good enough deck. Like I have both BlackRock heroes.
I don't. I only have one.
I don't. Yeah, I have Rend and General Drac.
Yeah, I have Rend, and I've been using him. And I've cleared the dungeon easy peasy.
Yeah.
I got Living Bomb.
Rough.
And Living Bomb is dumb.
Yeah, it kind of kills a whole push.
It costs 6, but it kills every unit it touches, I think. I don't know if there's a unit tanky enough that lives through it.
There is.
Is there? I have not faced one yet. If I drop Living Bomb on a push, they just die. Maybe Sneed, I guess. It has to be like a full tank character, probably.
No, I've seen like the Stonehoof Tauren.
Okay.
The charging guy. Grom lives it. Tyrion lives it. It really just depends how many units are around it. Usually there's like more than 5 that explode around it. It'll usually kill anything.
All I know is the game is so much fun.
Yeah,
I
Blizzard
got
is
2
kind of.
uncommons this week.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
actually just got an uncommon earlier. I got
I was
uncommon living. Yeah,
playing,
whatever.
and you know how you can need the stars to level up? I just got an uncommon of a character I already had. So it
Yeah.
gave me the uncommon plus the stars, and I was like, yo, sign me up.
Wait, from what? From the shop?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
And I was like, that's sick. And then I think I got
Yeah.
uncommon Murlocs this week or something, and I was like, that's a dub.
Oh, uncommon Murlocs are really good because you can get a talent that gives you just an extra Murloc.
There's also one that gives you +2 range.
Yeah, the extra one's just better.
Oh no, definitely extra Murloc is better, but I'm just saying like extra range is also just kind of an insane perk.
Yeah.
But
I didn't get the talent because I'm like broke on gold right now. Because I'm like a couple units out from getting everything. Literally all the units.
I think I'm like 15
Uh,
away.
yeah, I'm like 4 or 5,
Jeez
something like
Louise.
that. Yeah. Um, but I saw an uncommon talent for that like Death Defy spell
Yeah,
that like they get like lifesteal for 10 seconds
that's pretty
after you cast
sick.
on them. Yeah. So like it's like a full heal for like an aggressive push. It's really nice.
I don't know, dude. Like the more I play the game, the more I like it. The only thing that's so hard, like the gold balancing is so difficult because you have to be so specific on what you spend gold on once you reach a certain point. You have to be like, is this worth the amount of gold I need to
Yeah.
spend? Like
So
when I got 900 gold spiders the other day, I was like, absolutely not. I am not spending 900
yeah.
gold on spiders.
So fun fact, not if you have the thing, the $20 pack, but just don't like
Well, that's true. Yeah, you do get a lot of extra
does
gold.
like
You
a
still have to be
1.5.
careful at some point because like I'm kind of hard stuck on PvE missions right now, and
Yes.
I can't progress. So I keep going, okay, I'm going to upgrade. And then when I go to upgrade, I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Which is why I've been running the dungeons because you get the like 1 to 3 level addition to like mobs.
Yeah.
And that's pretty significant, I feel like, as you approach like
Oh, it
in
is.
game.
It is for
So
sure.
it's definitely been good. And I like that. I will have to say this. Like, the one thing I really like about the game is I'm hard stuck on PvE because it challenges you to really think about different comps to run because
Yeah.
it reaches a point where the levels become like a puzzle that you have to solve. And I think that's
Mm,
super sick.
yeah. So I think I have the 58 of the little sigil things. So I've done 58 of the stages. I'm stuck on the like 50 to 55 boss, and I'm stuck
Yeah.
on the 55 to 60 boss.
I don't remember where I stopped at. There was like a werewolf with stealth that gave me a lot of trouble, but I beat everything else in that mission category. And
Oh yeah.
then I'm on the next set, and I haven't challenged too many because I've just been kind of grinding quests and grinding dungeons, and then I'll just run PvP. I will say,
Okay.
like, the grind to unlock or to hit 2K was absolutely infuriating in PvP because I would hit like 1967 and then I would lose a game and drop
Yeah.
like 50 points, and I was only gaining like 20 to 30 points on a win.
Yeah.
So
I'm chilling at 3K right or 2K right now.
the
Um.
grind to 3K is gonna happen, but man, is it gonna be rough.
Yeah. I wonder if we should like explain what the video game is.
I talked about it a little bit last week, where it is like Clash of
Oh,
Clans esque.
Clash Royale. Very
Sorry, yeah,
important.
Clash of Royale. My bad. Because we
Very
Embers thought
important.
we were talking about Clash of Clans. When we talked about it the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, no, Clash Royale. It's it's Clash Royale. Much more in depth, in my opinion. Where
Um. Clash Royale's gotten a lot of updates since I bet me and you last played it, so they
for
kind
sure
of have.
has, but it's still 2 lanes.
Yeah.
Well, there's the Navy thing
True.
now in that game too.
Yeah.
But like every map has like there's some maps that have like 4 lanes, bro. Like
Yeah.
like it just has like a lot of in-depth mechanics to it, some of which aren't explained well. I will say that. Like there could be a definite better explanation of how things work.
No, honestly, I think it's fine because at any point you can pause and tap on something, and it'll tell you exactly what it
Yeah,
does.
you want to know when I learned that? Last
Today.
weekend. No, last
Okay.
weekend, like during a PvE mission, I happened to like hit pause because I had one of those missions where they give you like a random army. And
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, bro, I have no idea what this unit does. I don't own it. And I paused it because I was ended up having to do something. When I came back, I like pressed on a unit and I was like, oh, it tells you what the unit does in the pause menu.
Yeah.
Dope. But like I didn't know that at that point. That would have been a cool little thing to know.
I
And
think it does tell you.
I don't think it
Like
does. I
I
read
think
through the
it's
whole
a
tutorial.
tooltip when you. It's a tooltip when you like load up the game.
Oh, well, cool. I guess I should read that more often. I don't know. Um, but I do think it's just I think the intricacies are there. I'm curious to see how the game grows. Like we're in season 1 right now. Season 1 has like I
Yeah.
think 20 more days or so. So I'm kind of curious to see like okay, what's their plan for season 2? Is it just going to be a PvP season? Is there a plan for other maps? Are they going to go the Hearthstone route where they release expansions with minis, or is each season just going to have one mini? Like, what's the plan as far as that goes? I'm curious to
So
see.
I've seen a couple of videos, and obviously we know raids are coming.
Yes.
Because BlizzCon, I believe, leaked a little bit of this. Um, so from what I saw, it was like one new leader, four new minis, raids, and obviously the new PvP map.
That'll
I
be cool.
think is what's coming next season.
I would
I
like to see
could
them
be wrong.
expand
I could
guilds.
just be. Honestly, I think they're pretty fleshed out. There's good rewards, so it's worth being in a guild.
I mean, like, as far as player count.
Oh yeah, 15. Yeah.
15 is just a weird number to me. And I said that last week. I'm saying it again. 15 is a weird number. I'd like to see it go to like 30 to 60. But I know why they're
I
doing it. It's because of how
well,
easy it would be to attain PvP stuff.
yeah.
It and
Well
it
that
forces.
like that, and I feel like because they could always scale how much points you need for the tome or how many points you get or blah blah
Right.
blah. But I feel like a better way to do it would be like have your 15 complete side goals to increase the cap or
Yeah.
something. Have the guild like earn some sort of currency to increase the player cap
Or
or
make it
something.
Arclight. And where like people can deposit Arclight into it or something. You know what I mean? Like there's definitely some
Yeah.
capacities there I'd like to see looked at. Not now. I'm not like worried about it right now, but as the game hopefully continues to grow. I will say like the cool thing is, I don't know if you've seen this and looked at it. They have 3D prints of all of the minis.
Really? I mean, I
Yeah.
assume so. It looks like 3D prints in the first place.
No, but I
So
mean you can like they have like the schematics, so you can go to a 3D printer and print them out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm tempted to try it. I'm really tempted. I don't know what units I would do. Like I need to figure out like what's my favorite army that I'm running right now or something, and then print that. I think that'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool. But no, I think the game's
Um,
just really solid, especially for a mobile title, man. Like I don't play a lot of mobile games, but I feel like I enjoy that in Wild Rift and Marvel Snap. Like those are the three big mobile games that I've
yeah.
enjoyed probably over the past I'd say 12 months. I used to be a big PUBG mobile player, but not as of late.
Yeah. Rumble's definitely a really good game. I play it just like while I'm watching YouTube, while I'm just
Yeah,
chilling.
it's just one of those things that you can play and chill, and
Yeah.
you can pause it. Like like that's nice. I don't know, dude. Like I've been really
Yeah.
enjoying it. I think we got Bats on it. He's in the guild. I think Ember's trying it out. It's been a good time. I'm really liking it. I
Yeah.
do have to give shout outs to
I
Blizzard
know.
about that.
Yeah. I know Liani's been going crazy.
Yeah, Liani's not in the same guild as us, but Liani has like an insane army. Like he sent me an image of, like what he's been using, and like it is mind-bogglingly insane.
Yeah.
But other than that, what else you been playing? I knew we've been playing that, so I kind of want to talk about it because I didn't get to talk about it a ton last week. But I kind of need to give it due diligence for how much time I've been spending on it.
Yeah. Um. I haven't been playing a whole lot because I just went through a move. Um, I have been playing a little bit of Brawlhalla
Let's
because they
go.
have like a anniversary event, so you can get like an emote and you can get all the esports V1 uh colors,
That's
all the
awesome.
champions. So it's dope. So I've been doing that. Um, had a couple of good games. I don't know. I'm just kind of getting my groove back. They changed a lot of like they've like reworked a couple of the characters.
Oh, really?
Um, yeah. So do you remember the cowboy girl?
Yeah.
You remember her tornado?
Yeah.
So that only happens if she charges her side sig now, and her down sig is something completely different. It's like she like jumps up and throws her lasso down now,
Huh.
which is interesting. And then I don't know if you've played since Vector got added, but Vector has a new down sig too. It's kind of
That's pretty
wacky.
sick.
Yeah.
I knew they
So
did a
that's
Halo
kind of been throwing me
crossover.
off.
That's kind of like the last thing I
They
checked out.
did. They also have a SpongeBob crossover apparently
I saw
in
that.
the work.
I saw that. That's wild.
That's gonna be
Uh,
funny.
what else? No, there was
Uh,
another one I saw too.
there was. Oh, jeez.
I know they did Street Fighter. They did Halo. I saw the SpongeBob thing. I swear there was another one, bro, that was like recent that I forgot about.
I'll launch it real quick. I'll
I don't
let you
know.
know
I don't
because
remember what it was.
I know what you're thinking of. Yeah, they do a lot of crossovers with like everything.
They really
They
do.
have
I mean,
like they have so many.
and it's awesome. I mean, I love to see it. Love to see it.
Yeah. Um, I don't know that I have been playing much else. I mean, me and Bats played StarCraft this morning. That didn't go super well because Bats didn't realize that he could build units
Let's go.
as the character he was playing.
Dude, I haven't played
Um,
StarCraft in forever.
dude, you know, I there's like a better game, uh, and it's called 8-bit battles, and it's
I
just
don't.
like StarCraft. It's just StarCraft but better, dude. And no
I'll
one's
have to check
gonna.
that out.
I'm sorry to any StarCraft fans out there, but dude, that game slaps,
I'll
and
have
I
to
will
check it
not be
out.
told otherwise.
Um.
I'm trying to find this stupid crossover. Tekken, that's what it is. It's Tekken.
Oh, that's what it was. You right. You right. Tekken unveiled a new character the other day. Saw it on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Excited about that. I do. I'm so excited for fighting games. And we got Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat won like multiplayer game of the year. I have been
Really?
biting at the bit, the chomp, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the saying is off the top of my head. What, okay? Biting at the bit. I don't know. I have been wanting to play Mortal Kombat so bad as a Mortal Kombat fan. I love Mortal Kombat. It has taken everything within me not to purchase the game. And I will say this, at least 5 times a week, I consider buying it. At least
You
5.
do you do bring it up quite often. You're like,
I
I should just buy this game, and I'm
it
like,
there was a buy two get one free
but
deal at
should you
Target last week, and I almost bought it.
buy two get one free?
Yeah,
You're gonna buy two copies of Mortal Kombat?
no, I could buy Mortal Kombat
Oh,
and 2 other games.
okay, that makes.
I thought about it, dude, but I was like, no, and I couldn't convince myself of it because here's the problem: if I'm gonna buy it on console, it's gonna be on PlayStation because that's the only way to pull Mortal Kombat, and I will not be convinced otherwise.
No, I absolutely, you're absolutely correct.
Okay,
Mortal Kombat on Xbox controller just feels wrong.
hot take, hot take. Fighting games are just better on a PlayStation controller.
True.
And I will say racing games are better on an Xbox controller. So, you win some, you lose some.
True.
But there's this debate of like, I could just get Mortal Kombat on the PC and play it on my Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Speaking of Steam Deck, there's a new Steam Deck coming out
Yeah, the OLED
this
one,
week.
right?
OLED. Longer battery
Yeah.
life. There's a transparent one that has like transparent buttons and stuff where they light up and then you
That's
can
dope.
see like some of the inner workings. That's pretty cool. Better screen. There was several things about it. I am considering selling my current Steam Deck to get the new one, so that's fun. But
Yeah.
no, Mortal Kombat, man. I keep thinking about it, and I'm gonna do it. I'm waiting for Black Friday. Honestly, is what I'm waiting for to see kind of if anything happens with it there. I haven't seen anything as of yet. But when nothing happens, I'll buy it then. That's when I'll purchase it. I just keep going. It'll go on sale, and it hasn't. I'm really surprised because like it's usually a game that within like a month and a half it goes on sale. It just hasn't done that yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can talk about my games, I guess, real quick. I have a good bit to talk about here. Played For the King 2 on stream. I think I mentioned it last week, but if I didn't, I'm going to mention it again anyways. Curve Games sent me a copy of For the King to play on stream for free.
Let's go.
And I played it. I played with Liani. Our first run, Liani's like, oh, rats! And goes after the rats. 4 rat spawn. He gets the hands, dude. Like, these rats' paws are huge. And he gets absolutely smacked. And I'm like, dude, there's a shaman healer right off the rip. Like, why don't we just go there? He rolls for shaman healer. All right. And there's like full heal, plus 15 heal, minus 50 or plus 15 damage to you, full party wipe. Okay. And full party wipe's like 3%. No. This man rolls and gets does the 15 damage to himself and dies. Like off the rip. And we thought we had to get like some item to res him. No, you can just go back over to a character if you're playing a party and like res them yourself. But it was funny because he was playing Scholar. So we start a new game with me, him, and Embright. And I pick Scholar, and I forgot what he was, but he got like super duper tanky. He was a tank and had evasion. He had like plus 35 evasion by the time we stopped playing that night.
I remember him telling me about that, yeah.
Dude, I was playing Scholar and got insta-gibbed. Like off the rip. I went into a fight and I was the only one getting attacked. Like I'm convinced that Scholar has like a taunt ability that's underlined in the game that you just get obliterated.
Dude, but, I mean, smart AI, go after the mage.
Get him out of here, dude. And we named because we didn't have a 4th player, I named our extra person Rando Diff. And Rando Diff was coming through pretty clutch, honestly. Better than the randoms I get in Smite. So, there's that. But shout out to Slow Brood. Because they came into stream, and if you don't know Slow Brood, they're a dev on For the King. And came in to hang out, dude. It was awesome. Shout outs to Kenny for gifting him a sub. It was really, really sick. They gave us like a bunch of like information about like how they added in like ragdoll effects like right before launch on some attacks, and like how the arrows will stay in enemies, and then talk about, wait till you see like lightning staff and what it does. It was really cool.
Dude, that's really cool.
Not something you typically get to see, so that's awesome. I've been playing Fortnite OG with Luke. We finally got a dub. Not only did we get a dub, we got back-to-back dubs.
Let's go.
Luke's been doing some cool stuff, dude. In our casual games, I went down. We were fighting 2 duos. And I downed one of them, eliminated him, started fighting the other duo with him. I got downed. He finished them off and then rezzed me, which was super sick.
W.
We've just had a lot of good plays. But then I didn't realize this. So there was 2 tournaments this past weekend. And I thought the solos tournament was Saturday and the duos tournament was Sunday. Really, the solos tournament was Friday and the duos tournament was Saturday. And if you scored 75 points during the tournament, you got a special glider for doing it. So I missed the solos one, but I told Luke, I said, let's do it. Well, it turns out you have to play ranked in order to be able to play in the tournament. So me and Luke ran a game or 2 of ranked, got ranked, so we could at least play in like the low-end lobbies. First of all, I know the jokers that were in the bronze lobbies because we had just got ranked. We're not bronze, bro. You remember the 6-shooter in OG Fortnite?
Yeah.
I had someone insta kill me with a 6-shooter. They did not miss a shot. Yeah. They hit all 6 and killed me.
Yep.
Then we were fighting in our warm-up game before the tournament. We were fighting a duo. They go up and they got high ground on us. And Luke rifted. And I was like, hey, where you going? He's like, I'm going to fight both of them. And I'm like, wait, what? And he landed and got killed. And I tried to go up there and like make up the time and ground for it. We lose that game. We have a game where we killed one person, like they're downed. And I was like, cool, we got him. I was like, Luke, another person's coming. I hear them. And I push outside. I get a shot. Luke gets downed. And he crawls to the door and I'm trying to back up. I didn't know he was there because I'm in a fight, and I'm like trying to jump back through the door, and I get blocked and killed because Luke was blocking me. And like I was just like, dude, this is like so rage inducing because it's one of those things like where you think you can do it but you can't. And it's just like a comms difference of not being able to have the comms. And like I'm not mad at him for it. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, oh dang man, like we definitely could have won that if, you know, this happened. I don't say that to him. I don't care. But I was just like, dude, like I had that if I could have just backed up for 2 seconds and forced the person to have to come fight me inside of a house. So I don't know. Is what it is on that front, I guess. On Friday, I played 3 games that I had not played. One of them in a while. I played 20 Minutes Until Dawn, and that game's so good.
It is.
If you like Vampire Survivors and you just want a game with like a different vibe, 20 Minutes Till Dawn is it. It is. Yeah. It's a great game. They're actually making a new game. The dev is. It's a single dev. He's making a new game called 20 Minutes Until Dawn Ember Path, I believe it's called. You can wishlist it on Steam right now. It looks really good. It's like basically like updated graphics and some other stuff. It looks good.
Nice.
Then me and Bats for FAFO Friday decided to run Gauntlet Slayer Edition. And we were running with Liani, and things were going well. Then Liani left, and we got 2 randoms. And they kept letting us die so they could take our gold. And that's where I just called it quits. We tried to do the arena, and that was hilarious. That is a time within itself. Then we tried to play... I told Bats about Lethal Company because I'd seen it on Steam, and I was really curious about it.
I want to play that game so bad. That game looks like so much fun.
Fun is notable. Dude, it's so good. You go... So the premise is you can play with up to 4 people. It kind of has like the Phasmophobia system of like you can purchase equipment to use during the mission. But your mission is to extract scrap off of these bases on different moons. And things can happen. Like if you take a reactor, the power goes out. Or if you take another device, like it ups the radiation. So you have to be careful about what you scavenge when. But not only that, there's like bugs and other stuff in the areas that make it into like a horror game.
Yeah.
And what I did learn is don't ever let Liani get to the console before you and spend all of your money on a boombox.
What's wrong with that?
Well, we had no money for any equipment at all. So we're having to scavenge with like no flashlight in the dark, no lockpick, nothing.
That's
while
fine.
Liani just plays the boombox.
That's fine.
And dances.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong. You're right. You know what the boombox is for? Is to attract enemies in a certain direction. Liani stayed at the ship the whole time.
That's hilarious. I've also seen, so sometimes you can carry like the big metal screws and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's raining, if it's like a lightning storm, it's gonna attract lightning and kill you.
Dude, when the rain happens, it's wild because when it's raining, there's a point where I almost couldn't get back in the ship because the water was so deep.
Yeah, flooded. Yeah, yeah.
And there's quicksand.
Planets can get. Yep.
It's good, dude. I don't know. It for a $10 game, it's a lot of fun. I look forward to playing more of it.
I want it. I want it so bad. Oh my god.
Definitely a good time for like a co-op game for sure. It definitely has like the Phasma vibes, just like a different environment and obviously a different play style. But like, it's still team oriented. You got to buy the equipment. You're trying to like basically get enough scrap to get your promotion and like make it to the next job. It's cool. And when you if you actually meet the next rank, it changes it like on your attire.
Yeah.
So.
And if you don't meet your quota, you get ejected.
Yeah, you get ejected.
Which is very funny. You
get sussed out, some would say.
Yeah. No, that game, like I've been seeing everyone play it. It is popping off. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really good. Saturday was Smite night. I'll talk about Smite in a second. I want to say like I started really late on Saturday, and that's probably the biggest stream we've had in a while. So shots to everybody that came out, shots for the raids and things like that. It was a really good time. I ended up playing Overwatch, which I'll explain why I did that momentarily. But dude, I'm fragging at Overwatch. Like, it turns out, like, I used to be a Hanzo main back in the day. Like, I used to just love playing Hanzo. It turns out I'm really good at Hanzo. Like, Azamor. So here's the funny. Like, me and Azamor were playing, right? And Cat's like, yo, I want to join you guys. And I was like, okay. So he downloads it. And then we have this guy named D-Money who is new to chat and wanted to join too. I was like, oh yeah, sick. Let's get a 4-man rolling. Well, okay. So me and Azamor in a party. D-Money joins us. And then we get, we get Cat, like CAAT, wants to join your party. I hit accept. I look at Cat and I'm confused because Cat's in chat saying I haven't really ever played Overwatch 2. I played Overwatch. But I'm clicking on this Cat's profile that just joined and they're a platinum challenger. And I'm like, what? Dude, it was a different Cat entirely.
Yeah?
So we had 2 Cats on the team.
Let's go.
But no, we were fragging, dude. Like I don't even know if we dropped a game. Like we were just
That's crazy.
whooping everybody. And like the Hanzo play was insane. Like I was just hitting headshots and having a good time. So shout outs to that. I got to ask why I've been playing Overwatch because it's a crap game, and I've just been I've been wanting something different than Smite to play. I'll be honest, like I actually forgot until today. Like the new Smite patch came out today for Season of Worlds. I realized I didn't finish the Battle Pass. I was almost done with it. I could have actually just bought it out with favor, and I forgot because I didn't get on yesterday.
Dang, Blaze. Even I finished the Battle Pass.
Yeah, yesterday was my wife's birthday, and I spent the day with her, like, chilling, and I just didn't even think about logging in to finish the Battle Pass out with favor or whatever.
Yeah.
So, unfortunate on that front. But, I just haven't, it just hasn't been hitting, dude. I don't know. Past 2 Battle Passes I haven't finished. Has nothing to do with the Battle Pass. It's everything to do with, like, my enjoyment of the game. And, you've seen my queues.
I have. I've been a part of your queues.
And I ran into this issue last season at one point where, like, my queues were, like, awful. The problem is it's been that way for a whole year.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's been like that for a while now.
And I don't know what to do. Because I almost feel bad subjecting people to playing with me. Because, like, every match is a sweaty, try-hard, like, comp lobby, it literally every time. And I'm okay with that. But what sucks is if you have someone new that's playing, which we had on Saturday, or you have someone that wants to try out a pick that's not meta or even close to the meta, it makes it hard, dude. Like, it makes it so hard because then that person feels bad, like they didn't perform well, and, like, that doesn't matter. Like, we're going against, like, people like I can't tell you how many times this week alone I have been ganked by a jungler under my tier 1 tower from over the purple buff wall. I can tell you it's happened more than 3 times. And I'm like, dude, I got camped so hard the other day. I was 4 levels down, and the jungler was still ganking me. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, like, what? Like, you get nothing for this.
Yeah.
And the funny part was I was still boxing with their ADC.
That's a Blaze moment.
It's a very Blaze moment, honestly. But some fun things did happen in Smite this week, so it's not all bad news bears. I queued up some arenas because I have my Bungie Diamond Challenge. I'm back at that again. I took some time off from Bungie Diamond Challenges. But I've been I picked out Poseidon. And been running some arenas on Poseidon, having a good time. And I queue into a Roar. And he was playing Persephone, and he ran the solo build, and he bodied us. It was rough.
Yeah.
It was rough. Played some Charybdis. I did that before the podcast last week. I got a ranked one on Charybdis. That was pretty cool. And then I've been playing some solo, playing Mage and solo, having a good time doing that. And then on, I guess Friday I ran a game as Charybdis. I went 11, 5, and 14. Testing some build stuff. Felt good. And then Friday night, here's what happens, okay? we lose, and we finally win. Okay, I went 3-10-6 the first game on Charybdis because I was just getting camped. I went 2-10-8 as Nuwa the second game. Okay, and I was like, okay, here's the deal. Game 3, I'm tryharding at this point. Like I want to win a game. I go 12-8-13 on Chernobog and we lose.
Oh.
So then I went to the tried and true because I was looking at some people's win rates this week, including my own. And it turns out one of my best gods in Conquest is Izanami. Like over a 60% win rate on Izanami. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to run Iza, and I am going to put everybody in the backpack, and we're going to win. And I did exactly that. I went 15-3-7.
Okay, wow.
And I was absolutely fragging, dude. Like, look, early on, it was rough because we were into, Cupid Ares. Like, a pretty good lane into Izanami, Sylvanas. All right, it's a pretty good lane into me. And I was like, it's fine. I got this. And I died early. I died again. And I was like, it's fine, dude. Like, as soon as I get close enough, I'm going to start soloing this Cupid. And there was one point, I was in a 1v2 against Cupid and Neja. And the only reason I died is because a third person showed up.
Dang.
I mean, I was just having a good old time fragging out. So I ended Smite on a good note this week. I just haven't played in a couple days. But that ends my games of the week. Season of Worlds here, new patch. And with a new patch means new patch notes breakdown. You can go over to YouTube or TikTok and check out the patch notes breakdown. I broke it down into 2 videos this week. The first episode is on the new skins, new battle pass, and the items. The second episode is about god changes. So feel free to go check those out on YouTube. They're on TikTok as well. Lesson learned, I talked to Boss about this earlier, is don't don't back-to-back post your TikToks. Because one of them won't do numbers.
Yeah.
Big dumb moment on my part, honestly. So take that as you will. Anyways, honestly, gaming news. I thought about taking it down, dude.
Yeah, you always take the second one down and then repost it.
Like when I say one of them doesn't do numbers, like the first one I post is at 788 and the other one's at 227.
Yeah.
So we'll look at it tomorrow, and if it's still at 227, I might take it down and then put it back up. Or repost it. I'll figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
But some gaming news this week. Zelda's getting a live-action movie. How do you feel about it, boss?
I mean, should be easy enough to do, right?
One would hope, dude.
I feel like that's something that live action can pull off.
I would like to believe so. Is it going to be good, though, is the question.
I mean, I guess it really depends, like, which game it's based off of.
That's true.
Or
That's
if
true.
it's going to be based off of a game. It should be based off of a game, in my opinion. But
yeah, I don't think it should be a news story. It definitely needs to be based off one of the stories from the games. I think that's just easy peasy.
But I mean, it is, people trying to make a video game into a movie that we're talking about. So
okay, speaking of movies, how do you feel about a Minecraft live action movie?
What? There's no Minecraft story.
Yeah, but it's being made.
No, don't tell me that.
It is.
I'm not about to see an actor
play Steve
in a Minecraft Steve suit.
Yeah, you did. Chris Pratt, dude.
No. Shut up. You shut up right now.
You know he's playing Garfield?
I mean, that's a suitable role for him.
Yeah, but he's going to be playing his Steve in Minecraft. Just you wait.
No, he's not.
Yeah, and then hear me. I have to send you. I need to send you something after this. Have you seen the Pedro Pascal like SNL episode where he's like, "Where am I?" and he's like in the hospital bed?
No.
Okay, like he's like, "Where am I? What happened?" And then I saw that, but it's like him as Link.
Oh my god.
Because like every game he's like wake up.
God. Yeah.
Oh my god. And then there's gonna be a new Mortal Kombat 2 movie, which I'm
Honestly, the
about. I'm
first one,
about.
yeah, the first Mortal Kombat movie was really good, actually.
I haven't
I
watched the
enjoyed it
newest
thoroughly.
Mortal Kombat movie. I need to. I heard good things about it. I'm sure I'd enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it thoroughly. Um, I'm excited for the sequel then,
Um,
because you know,
I talked about the Steam Deck earlier. I guess I should give more clarity. There's going to be two versions. There's going to be a 512 gig OLED, which is a 1280 by 800 screen, 7.4 display, has Wi-Fi 6E, has 3 to 12 hours of battery life for gameplay. It has a 45-watt power supply with a 2.5 millimeter carrying case and Steam Profile bundle, which is equivalent, I think, to the one I have in the
yeah,
sense of like the original Steam Deck. And then there's gonna be a 1 terabyte version, which is definitely what I would be going for if I'm buying a new one. Same size display, except it has a premium anti-glare etched glass. And then same, APU, same Wi-Fi, same battery, and then it has exclusive startup movie and exclusive virtual keyboard theme. And I believe I don't know if that's the version or if there's gonna be another version that has like the transparent like red light up piece, but yeah.
yeah, dude. It feels really bad when like my PC has less storage space than the 512 gig
Yeah.
Steam
Yeah.
Deck. I only have 256.
Oh my god. I don't know how you do
Yeah.
it. We don't want to talk about how much I have.
Well, okay, so Bats is like, oh, how do you never have space? And I'm like, because this computer is like 8 years old, bro.
Yeah.
That's
I
why.
I bought this computer and it had, I think, a 500 gig SSD. I thought it had another place for another SSD, so I bought a 1 terabyte. Found out I couldn't use it, so I had to take it back. It had a 1 terabyte SSD or 1 terabyte hard drive in it, I think, or maybe it was two, and I went and bought another 2 terabyte hard drive
So what, you
because
have like 3.5 terabytes?
I think I have five or five, 4.5.
Oh,
I am a
jeez.
big advocate of like, here's the deal. I get everybody wants SSDs, okay? But here's the thing. They make some really good hard drives that are really fast. They're not
They do.
SSD fast, but like
I
they're
was gonna
fast
say, yeah.
enough where I can wait the extra 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
and I'm about that life. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I really think you only need 1 terabyte on an SSD
yeah,
because you're not going to be playing more than 1 terabyte of games at like a single, no one has that much game variety. There's no way.
yeah, I agree. I do have to go back to a rant from last week and re-rant about it this week. All right, last
Oh.
week we got a lot of Bungie layoffs and
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
hate.
I'm glad that we're talking about this, actually.
Okay, you said you're glad or you're mad?
I'm glad
Okay,
because this is some
so
BS.
okay, I'm gonna bring it up again because here's the deal: Bungie was set to lay off a multitude of people anyway before they were acquired by Sony. So before people go blaming Sony for this was happening regardless. Now, my issue is maybe you start cutting the people that are bad at their job
Ooh,
before you go laying off.
not like the best music devs that they've
Yeah,
had
ever.
forever.
Well, for instance, like the monetization of the game is pretty bad. Like, let's just
I
be
mean, yeah,
honest.
it doesn't bring in a whole lot of money.
Well, not only that, like, okay, so let's say you're a new player. You're new to Destiny 2. You know how much it costs to catch up on expansions?
Yeah,
Like, at some point, you adopt the WoW system, right? Where you're like, oh, we released a new expansion, so the last one's built into the fee if you want to pre-order it, and you get all the previous ones for free. Like, at some point,
I mean,
or
they
you go,
they
hey,
do
they're
they
$10.
they did that a little bit.
A
So
little bit.
right now, all I think you need is Witch Queen and the
And Lightfall,
and Lightfall.
and then the next one's coming out. And then you
Yeah,
get,
so
and then
I'm assuming that they're gonna make Witch Queen free once the next one comes out. So I think they're gonna do like a two thing. But
I just
like
think
you
like,
still have all the season passes, and it's weird, man.
and then you get locked out of content if you don't do the season passes.
Yeah.
So like it's just a
So on top of
weird.
the 40 that you're spending for the year, you also have to spend another 40 for the four
Yeah.
seasons, or like the 4 or 5 seasons.
So it's just weird, dude. I don't know. Like I feel like there has to be a discussion about your monetization method. There has to be a discussion about bad decisions that have been made. You know, I don't think you can always just get rid of the easiest person to get rid of because that like you think, oh well, we can just get rid of them because it's not going to really affect our. I don't even know the correct word I'm looking for here because it's not like they got rid of the person that you could put the most blame on. They got rid of people like the community managers that were, you know, the big back and forth between the community that allowed a lot of good talk.
yeah.
And the reason I bring this up is Sony recorded its highest ever quarter 2 for PlayStation, generating over 6.6 billion in quarter 2 in 23, with gaming revenue being up 32%.
Yeah. It's big.
Let's take a little bit of notes here. PS5 has reached 46.6 million consoles shipped.
Oh,
It's on track to hit 25 million PS5s sold this fiscal year.
jeez, bro.
They are changing COOs, so that's, you know, worth mentioning. Half of the 12 live service games in development have been delayed beyond March 2026 to ensure high quality for players because they are
That's
worried about better quality games, which I think
that's
is important.
fair.
Which I think is
Yeah.
important.
Dang, to 2026 though, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
and I just think 6.6 billion is a big number, bro.
It is.
And I don't know if people remember, Sony shipped the PlayStation 5 with it being a loss for every PlayStation sold.
Yeah, I
Like
do
the
remember that.
PlayStation 5 was not a profitable system to sell. They were losing money every time one was purchased.
Yeah. It wasn't a whole lot, if I remember correctly. It was
No, it
around like,
wasn't a lot, but I mean, like, still taking a loss in every unit sold is a loss. Like that's
yeah,
still you're gonna make that up
nothing else.
through your game development. Like you're gonna make that up, but it just makes you wonder, dude, about some of these layoffs. Is what I'm getting at. I'm just, you know,
Yeah.
makes you ponder a little bit. But then I see things like, hey, we're gonna delay these live service games because we want to ensure higher quality. And I wonder, like, okay, were they wanting to force Bungie into putting more quality to their content?
I don't think I
But
really think I don't know that it's so much on Sony as it is just
oh, it's on
Bungie in
Bungie.
general.
It's on Bungie, and I refuse to blame anybody else other than Bungie and the leadership. But
Yeah.
I just think there has to be a actual like talk there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So here's my issue with Bungie, and this has been happening for years. They rack up a large number of small W's from the community, and then they plummet with like one insanely big L,
yeah,
and then they'll just start doing more small W's again. Like maybe Final Shape is gonna be good, and people are gonna like love it, and then the seasons are gonna be good. They're gonna have good changes, all this stuff, and then the last season is gonna last for like 4 months, and everyone's gonna hate Bungie.
yeah,
Like, which is kind of what happened because Final Shape got delayed to like what, March of next year.
yeah. I got delayed by I think 3 months.
Yeah, so this is gonna be like a 6 month long last season for Destiny. So the game might die like for a little bit
Yeah, it's
for
gonna
like the
be
last
definitely
2 months.
on a downturn.
There's not like people can only do so many weeks of trials and grandmasters, man.
Yeah, they're gonna be like me with Smite. Need a break.
True. You can only get ganked so many times before you lose your sanity.
It's true, dude. It's true. So true. Um, Heading into names of the week, we have WTF going on on a me on in Miami. Sorry, it was all one string of letters. Jeez Louise.
I don't even know. Oh, there we go.
We have, oh my God, can I read that? Oh, TOS terrorist, Raj tech support, feeling froggy in the queues. Followed by, I'm not even reading that. That's just a bunch of letters that Via posted. It's AQTEPVMGIYEMFRCDGDR.
I like how you said you're not gonna read it and then proceeds to read
I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. Moist Nutsack, that's a funny name.
Yeah.
I Heart Mordremoth, love that one. Prepare Thy Cheeks.
That's a good name.
Drop Nutria 29. I Give Zero Fox. Love that one. That one's funny. Ace the Sage, along with Shoe Baguette and Bornado, dude.
Dude, that's good.
Imagine just Tuskies in a tornado, dude.
Dude, screw Sharknado, Bornado.
Yeah. Captain of the Ship, Fella Stealer.
Fella Stealer?
Yeah, Fella Stealer.
No.
Boomer.
Fella.
Dude, Top Player 86, dude. That's the names of the week.
I know it's like a weird B.
It is, but still. Dubs.
Yeah.
Other than that, Boss, you got any shout-outs on the way out of here?
I do, actually, for the first time in like a couple months. I do, in fact, have a shout-out. Shout out to Dude Man. I won a giveaway this week.
Hey, yo.
A game called Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. And
Good game.
You know, I love the Might and Magic series, just in general. So to see, like, all of the, like, lore and stuff, and, like, they reuse the music from Heroes of Might and Magic 5, which just, like, memories. You know what I mean? So
Is Might and Magic 5 the one that was on Xbox 360?
I could not tell you.
Okay, so I have beef with that game. Might have been 4. Okay, I don't know which one it was. But I used to sell video games. And people would come in to buy that game. And they'd be like, yeah, I think I'm going to get Might and Magic over Skyrim. And I'm like, first of all...
are you talking about just Might and Magic?
Yeah.
Okay, so Heroes of Might and Magic is the turn-based strategy thing.
Yeah, I know you're talking about the good game. I'm aware.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking about the bad one. I'm aware of the track that I'm going on here.
Heroes and normal Might and Magic are two completely different
normal Might and Magic
genres.
is bad. And here's why. People were like, I'm going to buy this over Skyrim. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, A, you're wrong. You buy Skyrim. Or Oblivion, or whatever it was at the time. I don't know. You buy that, okay? Because here's the deal. You take everything that's fun about Skyrim, that you enjoyed about it, and you go, man, Might and Magic's going to be that, except take all those great ideas and throw it out the window, and then just know that if you enter a house that's unlocked, that sometimes you'd get arrested for it. And that's Might and Magic.
To be fair, there is a lot of funny things you can do in that game that's just hilarious.
To be fair, that was literally the sales pitch I used to give to people of why not to buy it.
Yeah. I don't know if it was the one that you're talking about, but in one of the Might and Magic games, they made their dev studio in the game and made their boss a goblin.
Let's go.
And then you could go give yourself a raise that gave your whole party a buff, dude. It's so funny.
That is awesome.
It's so funny, man. There's a lot of good mods for those games too.
Any other shoutouts?
No, I'm chilling.
All right. Shoutouts to Dare Drops. They just added a bunch of new Daredevils that you can go check out. I'm sure I'll be linking some of their information over the next couple of weeks. I know I'll be following some, hopefully rating some too on stream. And then shoutouts to Simpy for Senpai, a anime podcast with Ash Bash from Psychotics and Company. You should go check it out. I think they just dropped a new episode last week, if I remember correctly. So some new content over there. Check it out. And last but not least, Guardians Mental Health. We just dropped our new esports kit. You can go on the website, guardiansmentalhealth.org, if you want to put in an order for one of those because you need a mental health kit. You can put in your information there. It will get sent to you hopefully sooner rather than later. I think actually we're still going through the process of testing the kits to make sure they're good. So esports might be another month. But I think at the end of the month it's supposed to be live. We're just testing some like weight limit stuff on the packages on that front, but those will be going out soon. We've announced them. We've shown a lot of the pieces to those. And with that being said, if you're going to be in the Atlanta area on December 15th, 16th, and 17th, Guardians Mental Health will be there at DreamHack Atlanta.
Let's go.
Where I will also be. They're working the booth.
I might also be there.
You can come hang out. You can come hang out, check it out. I'm going to go and like wander about the convention on my spare time, but I'm going to be at the Guardians Mental Health booth a good bit of the time as well. So come check it out. And with that, we will see you all later. Bye!
Later.